Consulting is an extremely individualistic career. Take charge of it. Ineffective self-promotion damages you in many more ways than you can imagine.
3 reservations that consultants have which holds them back from promoting themselves.
Start developing the self-promotion mindset. Achieve the success that you deserve.
I know consultants who have made from consultant to partner in flat out 8 years. And I also know consultants who have been with the firm for 12 years, 15 years, but they are still not able to make to the partnership. Now I know there are a lot of factors that can be responsible for an accelerated career or slowness of the career. But today, the factor that I intend to discuss is the factor which I find extremely ironic that at the same time affects almost 30 to 40% of the consultants and slows down their career. And that factor is prejudice against self-promotion. Or in simple language, hesitation to promote yourself effectively. I'm calling it ironic because, first of all, you associate consultants with good salesmanship. They're a very good communicator, they sell their ideas very well. So, selling their own career or achievement shouldn't be a skill issue per se. Secondly, they are very hardworking. I know consultants who don't even hesitate putting in 100 hours per week when the project is in the trouble. They do a lot of strategic work. So, they have a lot of good ammunition to actually promote themselves. And thirdly, I feel that consultants are by default career oriented. They join consulting because they want fast progression, they want to have an extremely steep learning curve. So it's not that they don't want to grow fast. Despite of that, what is it that holds some of the consultants back from promoting themselves effectively? So through hundreds of interactions that I have had with consultants, through my coaching sessions, through the seminars, I have come across 3 reservations that consultants have which holds them back from promoting themselves. The first one is that a lot of consultants say they are too busy. The work is so much, it's literally neck deep. Where is the time to celebrate and promote the accomplishment? And the second reservation is, why should I promote myself? Isn't consulting companies the most meritocratic? Wouldn't people actually notice me? And the third reservation that they have is, wouldn't it look salesy? Are other consultants doing it? So let's look at all these reservations one by one and discuss them. The first one, we are too busy to promote ourselves. Now guys, we all know that for a good product to sell, it's not enough to get just good product. We also have to sell it. If an entrepreneur says that I am busy making a product, so I don't have time to sell it, or if a swimmer says I am busy pulling the water back, I don't have time to breathe, it wouldn't work. Similarly, in our career, we have to consciously invest time to document our achievement and share it with right stakeholders. And believe me guys, if it is done properly, it doesn't take much time. Let's take an example. Let's say if you get an email from the client complimenting you. It says, Tom did a very good job in this analysis. Because of him, we were actually able to find out where the cost cutting opportunities are. Now, one option is to just send a reply to the client by saying thank you for your appreciation and just stop at that. But look at the second option. Why don't you just forward that email to the important stakeholders? For example, in consulting world, the stakeholders like your mentor, like your practice partner, with just a simple message. Hey, the project is doing great and recently we got appreciation from the client, just attaching it for your information and just highlight that appreciation sentences. Just this simple thing will put a very, very positive anchor in these key stakeholders' mind. They would know that Tom is doing good, he's adding value. It doesn't take time, isn't it?
Let's talk about the second reservation. Wouldn't we get noticed automatically? Why should we proactively promote ourselves? Now guys, in ideal world, you are right. But we don't live in an ideal world. And especially in consulting, which is a very people-heavy business. And in this kind of businesses, proactiveness gives handsome returns. Let's take an example of an appraisal process. In consulting companies, appraisals typically take place every 6 months or every year. And in the appraisals, your mentor presents your case in front of the committee, which decides what's the rating that you will get, whether you will get promoted or not. And mentor is typically a senior consultant of the grade of principal or partner. Now, let's understand what all the mentor has to do to build a strong case for you and present it. The mentor has to first of all find out what all projects you have worked in the appraisal cycle. Then download all the submitted appraisals per project. Then give a call to the project manager to understand what exactly you did on this project, what were your achievements, any highlights, lowlights, etc. Then the mentor has to create a story, create a case for your particular rating or particular promotion possibility, etc. Now understand that normally mentor is a person of a principal or partner level. So appraisal is not his primary task. So apart from handling the appraisals of 10 to 12 mentees that he has, he is also handling 4 or 5 clients. So extremely busy person. Now when you know this context, you can do two things. One, do nothing and let the process take its course. Second option, be proactive and do a very small things. For example, a month before your appraisal is due, you only call all your project managers. Just remind them the kind of good work that you guys did together. Secondly, create a pitch deck for yourself. Put together all the achievements, the good things that you did, and send it across. Share it to the mentor and tell him that I have put together my data, this is my pitch, and feel free to use it in case it is useful for you. Thirdly, one day before the appraisal, give a gentle reminder to the mentor. Now, all these small things not only will help this busy guy to put together a stronger proposal for you, but it will also paint a very positive picture about you. He will appreciate your proactiveness, he'll see your career orientation, and of course, in turn, this will result in better outcome for you. So let's discuss the third reservation. Would it feel too salesy? Do all consultants do it? Let me tell you a secret. All the consultants who want a fast career growth do it. I want you to look at this point from two perspectives. Why do you think blowing your own trumpet is wrong? If you don't blow your trumpet, then who will? Consulting is an extremely individualistic career. You are responsible for your career growth. So take charge of it. Second, why hate sales so much? As you know, as you grow in the consulting career, slowly but surely, the sales component is going to be part of your career, right? So partners, if you know, predominantly they spend their time in selling. So why run away from sales? In fact, if you can't even internally sell your own work, then how do you expect to sell $1 million project to an external CEO? Isn't it? So as you can see, none of these reservations about self-promotion hold any merit. In fact, I would say the ineffective self-promotion damages you in many more ways than you can imagine. The first one, as we spoke about, just slows down the career. The second one, it also damages your self-confidence. So the performance that you internally rated 8 out of 10, if it starts getting evaluated at 4 out of 10 multiple times, you lose your internal compass, isn't it? And the worst part is you start breeding the concept that the system is unfair, which leads to lack of motivation and a lot of people leaving the consulting career. I don't want any of these negative outcomes for you. I want you to start developing the self-promotion mindset. I want you to achieve the success that you deserve and create a happy consulting career. All the very best.